Hello, everyone. How are we doing? Popping. Yeah, if the audio's bad, we'll try and fix it. I'm working with a new system here. Okay. Does it echo? Strangely enough, it ain't echoing. All right. We're gonna mute it though, because I think the audio is good. Okay. I just don't want my computer like having any sort of echo for some reason. But yeah, full body shot. How's it going? Happy Valentine's Day from me to you. Let me crank it up a little bit. We're gonna be making some damn stir fry because that's what I want to do. Okay? I don't know how it's gonna turn out. We're making shit from Costco though. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day, Adarex. I hope you're doing good. First thing I'm gonna do, not that one. This one. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pour some water in there so I know how hot it's getting. But yes, I hope you're having a wonderful and joyous Valentine's Day, even if you're stuck spending it here with the shiniest bald head on Twitch. Also, can you tell I had zero to like very little preparation in what I was gonna wear? Literally just grabbed a pink shirt out of my closet. So you're gonna have to live with this. Yeah, bald. I know. I know. I should have cleaned up a little bit more before I pressed play, but it's fine. Curtin, I wouldn't expect anything less. You're welcome. And guess what? We still have the other cam running, so I can be over here, and I can be over there. But I have that microphone muted, so that way there's not two inputs. I went through a little bit of figuring this out before I got started, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, the Kirkland stir fry ain't too bad, honestly. It's not half bad. And then, oh, I should show you. I really shouldn't be showing y'all what I got in my fridge. Oh well. I cooked up this chicken. Cooked it up all last night. I slaved over a hot air fryer just to make this. So we're gonna be having chicken. We're gonna be having stir fry. Where's my spatula? And my dirty spatula. Oh yeah, how are you guys doing? Starting to bubble up a little bit. I'm a firm believer in just eyeballing it when it comes to making this stir fry. Now we got some of the steam coming off. Because like last time, I totally winged it when it came to making this stuff, and it turned out fine. So just not gonna worry about it. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just not gonna worry about it. It's all going good here. That's good to hear. Trust the process. That's what I'm saying. Keep it simple. I mean, with like a lot of cooking stuff, I just sort of I just do what I see them. It says on the back of the thing or on the side of the thing, or I'll do what they do on TV, and then it usually turns out fine. So yeah, we should be good. I'll show you the latest video of the puppies. I don't know how well the camera's gonna pick it up. Look at them. They are so cute. Look at That's my little man. Let's go. I'm gonna be a dog dad. All right. See, it's the same thing with like the oiling. I just eyeball it. It's gonna be a healthy Valentine's Day meal for one. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Puppies wagging tails is the most adorable thing ever. Dude, and those tails are going crazy. They were adorable. Oh, I loved it. All right, now I gotta actually cook. Yeah, we got a little bit of. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if there's a good way for me to set up my camera while I'm cooking. I like to add a little bit of a reduced sodium soy sauce to the mix. For Valentine's Day, I got myself a hot chocolate. Hell yeah. Get a GoPro on your forehead? I do have my GoPro. That's not outside of the realm of possibility. And then I have like leftover salsa verde from when I ordered some Mexican food. I'm throwing it in there too. And then there's not enough steam coming off of it, so we're going to add more purified water. Give it some time to bubble up. Dude, I literally have no idea what I'm doing, and it turns out fine. That's the amazing thing about it. I mean, to be fair though, it is stir fry, so how complicated could it truly be? But yeah, we could do cooking streams or something. By the way, in order to set up this stream, I had to set up a second Discord account. And so the Discord account's name is, what did I make it? Boob Respector. Respector of boobs. It is what it is. Hold on. Unplug us? good. And it's so true. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have put, like, hot sauce and pepper into something that's going to be steaming up in my face. It's called learning a lesson. It's not that bad, though. What do you think? How am I doing so far? It's looking stirred, all right. All right. You got to do the thing with the wok where you move it back and forth. I'm stirring it, and I'm frying it. This is this cool? Do I look cool doing this? Needs a little bit more fried. You're right. You're right. I'm doing my best. Okay. Fancy with them wok skills. I need a better. I need a better spatula. This one ain't great, but it's not bad. Also, do you know how to clean a wok? Last time I did this, I just sort of like watered it and wiped it down, and people told me you're not supposed to clean a wok, but shit's dirty. I don't know. I don't. I'm not saying that like you're an expert or anything. I'm just asking because I really don't know. Also, does this look like a bachelor's kitchen? It's like I'm cooking up some stir fry for you, and I'll heat up some chicken to go along with it. Got this wok as a Christmas present. Nobody thought that I would use it, okay? I feel like it's kind of like cast iron things. Yeah, but like, what do I do with this? Yeah, you need more magnets. You're right. The only thing I have up on my fridge is this old pre-2000s Blastoise sticker, and on the back we got Gengar and we got Poliwhirl. Pretty sick. Not bad if I say so myself. Screw it, let's add some garlic powder to this. Why not, man? That's a flex. How are you single on Valentine's Day? I don't know, man. Dick too big. Your mom wasn't free, so you know it is what it is. Yeah, she's not allowed in Nebraska no more. What'd your mom do in Nebraska? Not since the incident. What incident? I'm not privy. Maybe I should have added butter. Yeah. Signed an NDA, can't say. Damn. I'm gonna miss her. Okay. I think this is pretty good. I'm sorry that the cooking portion of the stream didn't last very long. Gonna let this cool down. Then we'll plate it. Yeah, I did make probably a little too much. Look at that. Not supposed to stick like that. Oh, actually, that's not too bad. Ta-da! Hold on, I gotta make sure the camera can see it. Ta-da! Ooh, I did good. I mean, there's really not too many ways I could have fucked it up, but I did good. Let's see. Da, 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 da. So we'll get that. And then I was supposed to cook up chicken at the same time so that way we'd have it ready, but I didn't do that. The chicken, I'm just gonna warm it up in the microwave. Use one of my tiny knives. Crank it. Let's make some steam. It'll look cool. Plate's a little big, but bone apple teeth? Thoughts? Concerns? Opinions? Get a little bitty for the kitty. Maybe. Bone apple teeth. Oh, pop it at me. Hmm. Bum, 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 bum. That's gonna make somebody mad. Somebody's gonna watch that and be like, "Did you just wipe down your what?" And the answer is yes. It was dirty. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's what you're supposed to do. All right. Then good. Then I did the right thing. It's still like still dirty, but whatever. All right. So what do you think? Do we do more cooking streams? It's not dirty, it's seasoned. Okay. Captioning it. I kind of cooked with this one. Hold on, I gotta get the good screenshot. You're so hip with the cool kids. Man, when you say it like that, it sounds sarcastic, but it's so true. All right, all right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna swap. We're gonna swap this stream to be the other camera.
Hey, it's me. Let me change my audio because I don't want to have to put on headphones right now. Sound blaster. There we go. Hey, are you enjoying the stream so far? Change the properties. Put it over to this one. And there we go. We're back in business. How's it going? It's a little tough to situate myself eating this in front of the camera because it just blocks it. It's like it's a conundrum. Let's get that food ASMR. Imagine this was someone's first time to stream. I know they'd love it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that cooking. I think that I did a great job. And also, this chicken, I cooked it last night. All right, full disclosure. it turned out really good and really juicy. I'm downright proud of myself. Eating a romantic dinner by myself with my cat hollering at me from across the room by the light of my JO crystal. Well, I'm going to try and peel off a bit more for her to eat. She's my special little lady. You like that my cat is eating too? She knows it's dinner time. I had to break it up into smaller pieces. Little bit. Little bit. Baby. Come here. Little bit. Little bit. Little bit. I did not break up all that little piece of chicken just for her to not eat it, okay? I went back there and she was about to lay down. Let her get a whiff of it, and I was like, come out here. I'm fattening up my cat. I'm proud of myself. I've come a long way. From unseasoned chicken breast and rice and microwave vegetable packets. It looks good. Thank you. I need this part of the stream just completely like clipped. Just this whole, well, this whole part made into like its own segment called like, hey, I'm single by the way. If you don't like me, maybe you'll like my cat. I did the whole, you know, it's crunch day. It's crunch day on those dating apps. So gotta get in there, dude. Gotta start swiping. I did a few swipes. I didn't really get any matches. I'm not really that surprised, but you know, it's that desperation time. Think about it. Instead of me spending this with you, my lovely viewer, I could have been spending this with some lady, you know? What's up with that? Oh shit, I almost hit my drink. I appreciate you joining me on this journey. Just don't go thinking that, like, I'm a good cook. Just don't. I winged it. And also the spicy, the hot sauce that I put on there, the salsa verde, might have just been like a little bit too much. It's got a little, the veggies have a little bit of bite to them, which I'm not against, but it's sort of like, you know, it's overpowering the good taste of the stir fry. I thought because it was only a little bit that it wouldn't be that bad. It's not that bad, but yeah, I almost feel like I should have added more soy sauce, something like that. A little bit more salty flavor. You have your stir fry, I have my hot chocolate. What a beautiful evening that we are sharing. Mmm. You know, I didn't have too many other plans for stream. I thought cooking was going to take way longer, if I'm being totally honest. I'm not mad. I just should have planned more. It's okay. I know that there's stuff that we can do. Almost lost it. I am a big fan of the Costco stir fry. This kind of goes hard. It's good quality vegetables, which is the number one thing that annoys me about when you get this shit from like Walmart or like Walmart brand, you know? Like I get it, Costco is Walmart, but when you get the Kirkland it's like better. And yeah, those were good. Let me tweet about the food that I made. Let me crop the photo. I'm gonna say Valentine's Day cooking stream went okay. I'm like never home except at night, so it's been a while since I've made food and eaten it right then and there. Are you usually like a, you pre-cook the thing? You make like a what the fuck am I saying? I'm losing it. My brain is in too many places at once. You cook all of your shit on Sunday and then you eat it throughout the week. Am I dumb? Food prep? Yeah, that's it. Oh god, my brain, man. Valentine's Day cooking stream went pretty good. There we go. Man, don't laugh at me, okay? I was having a moment. My brain can only do like two things at once. Anything outside of those two things, and I'm lost. But yeah, are you a food prepper? Also, I keep referring to the salt rock as the JO crystal now, the fully charged JO crystal, and nobody ever asks, like, what is a JO crystal? Do people just know? Or like, how is it fully charged? For about the first half of the week, the rest I usually eat out. I am also very guilty of eating out. I meant to, but I didn't want to be dumb. Okay. So, a JO crystal is It's a crystal that you charge by jacking off, okay? Most people's JO crystals, they can only glow in like a dark room or something like that. But mine just emanates light like crazy, okay? To the point that it is, it's fully charged. Very rarely can you see a fully charged JO crystal. Charged it myself. And I thought it seemed a little brighter today. Oh, yeah. Gotta make sure this bad boy is always prepped and, and glowing at full capacity. It's not easy, but the JO crystal lifestyle is a commitment, Oh, I see that. And that's why it's salty. Yes, exactly. A little bit. Hello? She's doing the standing in the middle of the hallway meowing thing. Well, she's not meowing. She's just sort of standing there. A little bit. Baby. Little baby. And she's gone. She's old. An old lady. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Is she Mew-maxing? Yeah, she's mewling. Or what is it? Mewing? What is it? Like I'm just looking at my phone. Because I put that tweet out. I put that Snapchat out. She is doing that like looks maxing thing. I forget what it's called. Is it like mewing? Mewing? Going up to a guy and putting on your tough guy face. Dude, this is a looks maxing stream, okay? We will do everything in our power to looks max. I feel like actual looks maxing would just be like mewing. That's the jaw strengthening. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know how it's supposed to work. It's like press your tongue up against the roof of your mouth, and it's like I don't know if that's working. I don't have that bad of a jaw to begin with, but I think like for some guys that like really do have like, like a sucky jaw, I don't think that there's anything wrong with getting cosmetic surgery if it makes you happy. Straight up. I'm like that, okay? But sometimes it's literally just like lose weight, dude. Shave your beard in a different way. I got like the neck beard going on. It's not doing me any favors. But some guys have they got like the nothing man. Dude. Jaw surgery would probably suck major ass, but if it's something that like, makes you happy, is probably going to be more effective than all of these like jaw strengthening techniques. But hey, you do you. Young guys are just really hard on themselves. And I know I was hard on myself. I mean, like, now I'm not hard enough on myself. Or am I? I don't know. Make sure to work out. Make sure to eat right more often. Doctor said I got too much bad cholesterol and not enough good cholesterol, and that made me feel bad. And yeah, just Simple stuff like, you know, wear lotion. Put lotion on your face. Max out your JO crystal. You know, it harnesses power. This bad boy right here. Soon as you know, a beautiful woman steps through my door and they see a fully charged JO crystal, they're gonna fall in love instantly. That's the power of a fully charged JO crystal. You know, they're gonna know that I'm a man who is stuck to his convictions. I don't know. I'm rambling now. I'm really trying to put a sales pitch on the JO crystal here. Okay, I lied. I had to invite the homies over to charge the JO crystal, okay? I couldn't do it myself. I'm sorry. That's how bright that light is. I'm pretty sure you're hard enough on yourself. I couldn't charge it alone. I had to invite the homies over for a JO crystal charging sesh, okay? I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. Fake streamer. No, don't cancel me. Please, no, I swear. I didn't mean it. I'll come back for the YouTube apology video. No, please, please. I swear. Meow. Hey, what's up? Andre, how we doing? Lovely to see you. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said it like that. Happy Valentine's Day, dude. What's up? Haha. I'm doing better. Hey, yo, I got some spicy stuff in my nose. Because I sniffled. We're fine. I got the worst hangover. What about you? I do not have the worst hangover. You missed it earlier on in the stream. We're doing a cooking stream, all right? I made stir fry. I had some chicken to microwave and put along with it, and I made myself a little Valentine's Day meal. And then I posted it on social media to make every woman who's ever rejected me, to make them feel like shit, okay? But also to be like, hey, look, I can cook stuff. Like, haha, what's up? But no, I'm doing good. What's up? How are you besides the hangover? I really did get like something stuck in like the back of my nose throat. You're dying? Why are you dying? I'm supposed to be the one dying here, okay? You're not allowed to die. This is my stream, okay? I'm the one who dies. And you're the one who has to watch. Rip Andre, I'll remember you fondly. But yeah, why are you dying? Okay, let's dive into this a little bit. Or not. It's fine. We don't have to talk about it. But you want a cure for that hangover? I'll review it. I'll reveal it at the end of the stream, so you have to stick around and find out. The perfect hangover cure. That's my clickbait. Do you want the perfect hangover cure? Do you feel like shit after a night of drinking? Well, have I got the solution for you? It's called a fucking time machine. Go back in time and don't drink so much. Drink less sugary drinks. Drink more clear alcohols. Don't mix beer and liquor. If I say in a condescending enough tone, it's not going to sound like I'm joking. So, I'm sorry. You said the answer before the end of stream. No! Damn it! It's okay. I have one extra super secret solution that doesn't require time travel. It was carnival here in Belgium. I was so drunk and stayed till 6 a.m. partying. Dude, that sounds like it fucking rules, man. I would love that. We don't have carnival in Nebraska. This place fucking sucks. I must be the change that I want to see in the world. I must be carnival. I didn't even read chat. I said all of that without reading chat. We're on the same page, Adarex. Guess what? Still no bitches. Andre. Did you have fun, though? Oh. Yeah, I did. See, that's all that matters. I mean, you can focus on getting like a nice little lady's phone number if you really want to. But that would also necessitate you to not drink too much. Can't stay out until 6 a.m. partying. And like, you know, be surprised that you didn't find a woman. Unless you spent like literally the whole night searching for one, in which case, brother, you gotta rethink your strategy if that's the case. I drink rarely, and when I do drink, I can't stop. You should drink rarely, and then when you do drink, know when to stop. You gotta like limit yourself. You gotta like pre-limit yourself. Be like, all right, I haven't drank in a long time. Limit myself 3 drinks, you know? 3 drinks, or, you know, like maybe 1 drink an hour. You know, you gotta be doing the math. It's carnival. I can go crazy, but it's like I'm gonna hate myself tomorrow. I'm too old, or I'm too susceptible to alcohol to enjoy this. Don't let this guy tell you what to do. You be the movement. That's also true. Don't listen to me, man. You live your life how you want to live it, okay? Okay? But the thing is, drunk me is thinking one more can't hurt, and wake up and stare at the ceiling full of regret and run to the toilet. Ugh. You just have to remember, drunk you is a bastard. One thing that I think I try and remember when I'm out drinking is instead of always thinking like, oh, I can do one more, always put yourself at one less than what you think you should be drinking. Which sounds like really lame. I sound like a damn Poindexter, all right? But you'll always be like, oh yeah, I can have one more. But you should always be like, I could have one more, or I could stop now and let all of the alcohol that's in my system settle. The thing is, it's really tough sometimes when you're out at bars. Because, like, bartenders mix drinks differently at every bar you go to and every bartender that you have. I was mixing, so that's why it was so bad. Well, then what the fuck are you doing? Always have that one more. Tomorrow's pain is for tomorrow. Wise words, Atarex. Wise words. All right, let's finish up our meal. A little bit of burnt end to the chicken. It's not bad, though. Still turned out good. Quarter of the day. Yeah. I'm what is known in the business as an enabler. Never go drinking with me. All right, good to know. See, and I'm just like, I do enjoy drinking. I won't lie to you. But I've been working so hard to limit myself that when I'm finally like, oh, you know what? Let's get a little crazy. And I hate it. It sucks. Also, with the Ultra Kill videos posted, one of them's at like 800 views now. I've gained a lot of new subscribers just randomly. The Ultra Kill community is very supportive. Oh, sheet, nice. I'm still only at 228 subscribers on YouTube, so, you know, what are you going to do? Should I switch to ASMR? I haven't done ASMR in a while. And we can just sit here and just, like, whisper to each other. Valentine's Day ASMR. Do you think this works? Do you want to do this? Is this what we're doing? Do you think the people will want this? Bald man. You're ASMR scenario. You're on a Valentine's Day evening date with a bald man who has not taken his medication. I don't like that I can make that face. I feel like I got a lot of faces, man. That one's not a good one. Can I undo? Can you guys forget that you ever saw that? You know what? Yeah, let's switch to ASMR. ASMR. Let me know. Does the ASMR sound good? Does it sound okay? Am I doing it right? I actually screenshot making it my phone background. I need you to not do that. I need you to just like forget that you ever saw my face looking like that. How does this sound for ASMR? Is this bearable? Are we in it? Or do I need to like whisper a little bit more? ASMR scenario. The bald man that you just came home with on your Valentine's Day date. You went back to his place, and now he's telling you all about his JO crystal. And guess what? It's fully charged. ASMR scenario. He's really adamant about the JO crystal. And he insists that you touch it to experience the power contained within the crystal. You don't understand. You don't understand the work that went into charging it. Then you reach in. You're scared. You don't know what'll happen if you touch this crystal, but you know that shit glowing. And if there's anything that science classes have taught you, it's that glowing rocks are usually not good. Then, as you touch the JO crystal, your mind opens up like fucking Doctor Strange. The room around you melts and breaks away into pieces. You're able to see your past self and your future self all at the same time. And then it all snaps back to reality. And you're standing there, furiously J-O-ing. End of scene. Hey, what's up? Andre, Corin, you got any tips for constipation? So, I mean, a lot of times with constipation, sometimes it's just like you take a laxative if it's like really bad. Making sure you get enough liquids in your diet, like, you know, drink some water throughout the day. You know, it's just good for you to begin with. You know, like I'm drinking water right now. You know, and everybody's body is going to be a little bit different, but yeah, no, there's a lot of different solutions for this. Did you like the Doctor Strange JO crystal scenario? Did that do anything for you? Is that entertaining? Andre, worst comes to worst? Just like, you know, yeah, I know, but sometimes I buy dragon fruit and it helps, but they don't have it here regularly. I don't know if I've ever actually eaten dragon fruit, or if I have, I can't remember. But yeah, worst comes to worst, just like stick your thumb up there, just like sort of dislodge it. I shouldn't have said that. Don't do that. I don't know if that works. I've never tried it, if I'm being honest. You might learn something about yourself that you don't want to learn by attempting that method. And I am so sorry. I'm gonna throw up again. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. Just a man trying to help, okay? I don't know what I'm doing. Wait a minute. Is it supposed to snow here? You son of a bitch. Do not tell me that it's supposed to snow here. I'm putting it up on Instagram that I made this on stream, this food. Made this on stream. Done. Put it on my story. There we go. Everybody's gonna be like, oh my god, he cooks, bro, what the fuck? Nobody's gonna say that. Not a single person. Oh. It almost annoys me that I don't have like an Instagram or anything set up. You know what else annoys me? Trying to be consistent with this whole like content thing, man. It's impossible. How do you expect a man to do this? There's some crazy dude who revived the whole Rainbow Six scene, and he is buck wild, this Jinxie guy, you know, and I respect him. He's getting like 100,000 viewers. It's always just like a crazy young guy who just like giga into a game and just snowballs out of control. It's like he's like the way that Tyler 1 was, you know? Love him. He's so funny and so autistic. I haven't watched him, if I'm being totally honest. I haven't watched him, if I'm being totally honest, okay? But the few times I have tuned in, he seems to have, does he have tics? Is that what it is? Because he's like, he'll be like gaming there and he'll be like, his camera placement and like him being so close up to the camera and just like always doing that is like it plays into the, you know, his like wild character a little bit, but yet, you know, he's very boisterous, and, you know, it's the whole element of the whole thing. Yeah, he's got tics. Okay. I was wondering what that was. I kind of figured it was something like that. But hey, look. Have you heard of queso? I have heard of queso. What's up with queso? Who is that and what do they do? Because, like, the clip that they had for Streamer Awards was just, like, I don't know. It was not doing him any favors. Because it was just, like, his stream is probably more than this. But it made him out to be just a loud equals funny. kind of streamer where it's just like he's playing Lethal Company with his friends, and then like they're like, "Oh, don't take out the reactor. Don't take out the reactor." And he's just like, "Oh, okay, okay." And then he takes it out, and then he's like yelling at one of his friends, and he's like, "Why did you do that? Oh my god, no. Why did you do that?" Ah. It's like, "Holy shit, man." I took out the reactor with my friends, and like, we made jokes about it, and it was just like, "Oh shit, that's probably bad." It was a silly little time. But like, I think that there's always going to be an element of, like loud equals funny among kids, Uh, they basically roast him every day. They roast queso? Jinxie roasts queso? Okay, look. I ain't inserting myself into any drama. I think the reason that, stuff like that gets so popular, content creators like that get, like, really popular, is because kids these days are just, like, forced to contain themselves, like, so much and be so prim and proper in their day-to-day that, like, watching an adult, or, just a young adult, just an older person, let loose and have fun in that way, the way that they want to have fun and let loose, I think that resonates a lot with young people. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I have been loud and it has been funny, but not loud and funny enough, I guess. And there's always going to be the discourse, right? And I am not inserting myself into discourse. That's for damn sure. Mostly because I'm a nobody. Like, ain't no way. Man, sometimes I'm so dumb and ask myself, why did I do that? What do you mean? Did you do something dumb just now? You being a silly Billy? Like, I drank beer, wine, rum, whiskey, and vodka. Were you just trying to check all the boxes? Like, goddamn, dude. Stick to one. Stick to one and call it good. That's my recommendation. I mean, you could maybe do 2 of those and get away with it. So, like, you do your whiskey and your vodka, right? You could do your rum, your whiskey, and your vodka. It's going to suck. But you do all that, you're going to hate yourself. You have a wine night. I feel like if you're drinking wine, you should stick to just wine. Beer, though? Beer, I'm kind of in the same boat. Beer and wine are definitely along the lines of, like, if you're drinking, if you're drinking beer, just stick with beer. If you're drinking wine, just stick with wine. There's no need to get too crazy with it. I mean, if my friends give it to me, why not? But when it was 3 a.m., it was hitting, and I couldn't even walk straight. I mean, like I was gone. Doing a little too much. And look, I'm not gonna chastise you. I'm just gonna say, like, you know, after doing that much, you had to know that the hangover was coming, right? Like, if you're going around drinking that much at night and you're up until 6 a.m., the hangover is kicking in before you fall asleep. If you're drinking that much and you're gone at 3 a.m., sticking it out until 6 a.m., at 3 a.m., you should have been like, either I'm going to bed or I'm doing everything in my power to prevent the oncoming hangover that I'm about to experience. That's when you put a plan in motion. You know what I mean? Like that's when you gotta like buckle down and figure some shit out. Yep, I already knew I was fucked when I got home because my friends dropped me off home. Okay. So you knew you were in trouble. See, that's when, like, you know the consequences are coming. And it's just a matter of time. So you gotta figure it out. Like I said, you gotta put a plan into motion. So I'm looking at my YouTube analytics, right? Want to guess the gender of my the gender split of my viewers? You know, people who have their genders and stuff on their YouTube profile. It is 0% female, 100% male. I'm only doing it for the fellas. And my whole viewer base is between 18 and 34 years, which is, I would say, pretty normal. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, I wish I had more women viewers, obviously. My plan was lay in bed all day and drink water and some form of electrolytes and eat carbohydrates. I mean, that's pretty good. That sounds like a pretty good plan. Oh my god, yeah, it's supposed to be super windy tonight. I was wondering why it was sounding so messed up outside. But yeah, it's super windy. Somebody told me it was supposed to snow next week, and I was gonna be furious. We're past the point of snow. We have evolved beyond snow, so that's good. Also, I started playing Pokemon again. Hey, which Pokemon? And also, what are your thoughts on Pal World? Go? You playing Pokemon Go? Okay, well, hey, that's cool, man. I know a lot of guys that play Pokemon Go. I know a lot of guys and girls that play Pokemon Go still. That game's still popping. What Paw World? What is that? Pal World. P-A-L World. I'm buzzing. Stir fry. Somebody's asking what I was making. Stir fry and chicken. Stir frying chicken. That was a delicious meal. And you know what? I treated myself. I've been talking about the game Helldivers. Helldivers 2. I never even heard of Helldivers 1. But I think Helldivers 2 looks cool. And it definitely has like a lot of online marketing. But I don't know if it's my kind of jam, you know what I mean? It looks cool. I ain't gonna lie. Pal World, I think, is. I mean, people are still playing it, but it never really, like, you know, truly captured me. You know? I mean, like, I get it. If Pokemon were good, it would look similar. If the Pokemon developers gave a single shit about actually making their games good, then it would be that good. But they don't have to give a shit to sell merch. I made some paella with extra shrimp. Shit was delicious. Hey, hell yeah. I'm proud of you. That does sound extra delicious. I mean, it's not stir fry, but you know. No, I'm just kidding. I would say that your shrimp paella is probably a little more difficult to make than my stir fry and chicken breast. So, just being real. I gotta put respect where it's deserved. Probably, yeah. And yeah, now, oh man, I haven't had paella in such a long time. Makes me hungry. You know, if it wasn't for the fact that I already ate, I'd be eating more right now. Really, this A1 insight coming from your boy over here at twitch.tv/corn. You just ate? I know. If I didn't just eat, man, I'd be so hungry right now. I'm losing it. I'm quickly losing it. I'm not slowly losing it. You want me to talk about the JO crystal more? We could go back to that. I genuinely cannot believe. Hold on, how many views does this video have? This random. The second video of me playing Ultra Kill has 844 views. 29 likes. 100% likes. Dude, people. The Ultra Kill community is just going gangbusters. Have you seen Drake his elephant on X? Are you asking if I've seen Drake's penis? Yeah. That shit was brought to my attention. I was like, okay, enough X for today. Dude, bro was just softly stroking it. What are you doing? It was such a weird video too. I don't know. And his elephant, bro, like, come on, like that's not that big. That's not that big of a penis. That's like totally average. That's like what an average penis looks like. Sorry to say, you know. If anything, I thought it looked a little small. You know, hate to say it, but you know, that's just just some insight, from me. It's just an average, below average, kind of penis. And trust me, I've seen a lot of penises. Okay, tons. However many you think that you've seen in your life, guess what? I've seen more. Okay. You got that schlong on you? For sure. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, I do. That's why I thought that. That's why I thought it was like average to below average. I got that shrimp action, but hey, the game is the game. You know what's crazy? Women do not care about penis size. They never did. All women want is bank account size. Am I right, fellas? I'm sorry. No, they care about your personality. And if you seem like a good man. And the size of your forearms. Ow, wait until you go to Europe. My gosh. Do women have strong opinions about penis size in Europe? Man, fuck Europe. All my homies hate Europe. Because the women there, they only want big penises. Not that that's like a problem for me and all my homies, because we're all packing for sure. Huge penis. That is weird though. I don't know. You kind of sound like a frat dude. I'm kind of dressed like a frat dude. I kind of got a whole vibe going about me right now that I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I'm really proud of it. Dude, just let me tell you about my bros and all of our huge penises. And I've seen them. I've measured them. You don't go up to the homies and measure each other's penises? What are you? Afraid of what you might see? Of what you might come to understand? I gotta hop off this train. I gotta hop off this penis train that we've been talking about. I am gonna go use the restroom though. I will be right back. Beep boop. You do the sniff test too? You sniffing penis? Is that what we're doing now? I don't know. I have not. Take a break. Go for a walk. Grab yourself a snack. Grab yourself a drink. Pet your dogs. Pet your cats. Pet your animals. Except for don't pet your fish. You're not supposed to pet fish. And, like, corner them in the tank and just, like, you know, pet them. Don't do that. It stresses them out. But yeah, I'll be right back. Bum ba dum bum ba dum bum. Bum 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 bum. What's up? I'm back. I'm gonna clean my teeth. Can't be having dirty teeth after eating like that. And that chicken just gets really caught in there. It's a little tough. A little tough. my teeth are bleeding. Well, that sucks. Okay. Feel a little better now. I have that too when I'm overdoing it. See, I don't even feel like I'm overdoing it. I'm just getting in between the teeth. I'm getting all the gook out. And then as soon as like I get it, then it's like, oh, by the way, here's blood. Do you believe in ghosts or aliens? Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say I have a little bit of belief, but also a little bit, normal skepticism. In fact, I think that I have the appropriate amount of skepticism. Which is like, we don't know. There's weird shit that happens. Alien stuff, there's like with all the UFOs and whatnot. I mean, I stay very up to date on all that. Ghosts, I don't truly know what to say about ghosts, but it's still like, yeah. Some conspiracy theories I believe in. Some. But yeah, it's like, it's very hard to just be like, yeah, dude, I'm a total conspiracy nut. I believe it in all. It's like, no. If you believe in everything, then you're too far gone. You're not supposed to. You're Delulu? Are you call? What do you mean? What is Delulu? What do you call me Delulu for? I genuinely don't know what you mean. Delusional? What do you mean delusional? How so? Do you just not believe in any of that? You don't think that there's anything going on? That it's all a figment of our collective imagination? And that all it takes is the lives of a few crazy people to set the world on fire? I think that there is a little bit of like the I want to believe to it, the I want to believe aspect. I also believe in some, but not all of it. Yeah. So why are you calling me delusional? Fuck you. We are the same. But yeah, it's like, so I think that like the government does keep secrets. I think that there's shit that happens that we can't explain. Um, I do think that there is a strong possibility that we have encountered extraterrestrial or intradimensional beings that travel across time and space or some shit. You know, I think that there's a possibility. Um, but it's really hard to say that I believe it with all my heart until, you know, something more than just like the government posting videos of orbs flying through the air and being like, we don't know what that is. Until we know what that is, that's what makes it hard to be like, yeah, that's an alien. But yeah, I've read through the whole Reddit thread of that one guy with the UFO biologics. I read through the whole the 4chan thread of that one guy who talked about, you know, spacecraft, underwater, like motherships or bases or whatever the fuck. You know, I've gotten into it. Bob Lazar. I can't remember who that is. I don't really know the names of these people, because most of the times when like a name is mentioned of like, oh yeah, this is somebody big in the UFO or alien conspiracy space, then there's like 20 other people that are like, yeah, no, he's also a hack and cannot be trusted. Yeah, so it's a little tough. But the new guy, what the fuck is the new guy's name? He was working in Area 51 and worked on some UFOs. Yeah, and I think like his case is the one that a lot of people point to, and they're like, well, you know, he can say that. Just like anyone can say anything, but you know, like let's go to the UFO subreddit right now. Just a few threads. Jared Muskowitz, emerging from the skiff, says it's definitely not about aliens, and it confirms there is no intelligent life in Congress. Okay. Representative Eric Burleson, Representative Missouri, says that he and Representative Ralph Norman met with Louis Elizondo. Those guys, from what they presented, of course, this is not in a secure setting. They're not under oath, but what they presented is very similar to what David Grush was presenting. Okay. You know? And it's like, yeah, we got all these people presenting all this stuff, but like, you know, we've got mysterious government documents. We've got a handful of things that just, you know, everybody has a phone in their pocket nowadays, and anytime there's something weird in the sky, they can just record it. But also, the ability to edit and create CGI and fake shit is just as strong, you know? It's like anybody can make this stuff. Let's watch some videos about it. Let me see. Cause I was watching the Y-Files. The Y-Files videos are pretty okay, but I haven't watched. I think I watched a little bit of the most recent one, but the most recent one was all about like the Crusades or something, and it was like, yeah, the Templar Knights were actually in search of alien technology from Atlantis. and with the Ark of the Covenant and something like that. I don't know, man. So yeah. Well, let me see if there are any videos on YouTube related. Then we can get into it. Anything popping up on my feed? I watch a lot of gaming YouTube, so it's mostly just gamers. I'm looking. I'm digging. It's like you get all this conspiracy stuff, and then there's like weird shit that's like, and what if the back rooms were real? You know, it's like, what do you mean? This cool backrooms theories, like, I don't know. You dip away from like actual conspiracy theories to just talking about analog horror. Come on, man. I mean, maybe there's a good DW documentary that we can watch. Clickbait. Dude, analog horror and mascot horror and all of that stuff is so easy. It's so free. I need to start making reaction videos where I literally just react to analog horror on YouTube and I go, oh my god. Dude, I'm so scared. I could play it up a little bit. How was that? Do you think I'm like ready? I have so many different channels that I watch. That should have something related, but they don't. My god, I'm subscribed to a lot of different channels on YouTube. Holy shit. What the fuck? or just watch some random videos about something conspiracy related. I'm trying. What about best documentaries? I also follow so many like documentary channels on YouTube. You would be surprised at the amount of channels that are just dedicated to just like sharing documentaries. Oh yeah, dude, I love Business Insider videos. Hold on. They had a whole Everest series. Here we go. Stop. Stop making noise. Okay, and you gotta tell me if the audio is balanced properly, because we are still in the ASMR section. And I am going to remain quiet. Okay. So we'll go to this screen. Here we go. Inside the hidden hotels that keep Mount Everest running.
Getting anything to a Mount Everest hotel, whether on back or by yak, is a logistical nightmare. And if supplies do manage to arrive...
Pause. I just realized I should put on my headphones. So that way there's no echo. Same. I have a weird obsession with watching like whale or orcas. I don't know, because I'm really interested in what the ocean and seas and so forth. Do you want to be a sailor? I respect that. Properties, let me change the audio. There we go. My chair. There we go. Hope you enjoyed that. Let's start this video. No, but I find it really interesting. Yeah, I could see that. I could understand why. All right, so this is a series on Mount Everest. Mount Everest is one of those things that I don't think that I would ever want to even attempt. It just does not seem worth it. Here we go.
They're expensive. One sack of rice costs $60. A gallon of gas, $113. These lodges, called
It's like you're watching YouTube with your homie
highest hotels
who's
in the world.
talking at whispering
But on Everest,
levels.
accommodations for climbers look
That's all we're
different
doing right
from
now.
the more basic lodging used by porters, who work behind the scenes. So what's it like inside these tea houses? And how do you run a business at the top of the world? Up here, a single cup of milk tea costs nearly 10 times what it does in the valleys of Nepal.
Jesus.
One of the main reasons is the amount of effort it takes to get supplies up the mountain. That
Fucking rich people just wanted to be like, yeah, dude, I climbed to the top of Mount Everest. Yeah, I actually do that sometimes with some friends in Discord. Hell yeah. That's what we're doing right now. This is all that this stream has turned into. But yeah, that's the thing that pisses me off about this, is like Mount Everest, they should continue making it more and more expensive to where like only like true 1%ers are able to do it, and even then they should turn people away. They should only bring the ones that are like truly weary or like are going to die on their way up. And then make every single one of these people that like work on Mount Everest, make them all obscenely wealthy.
responsibility falls to porters. Where guides work directly with climbers, porters get paid to carry supplies.
Can't wait
At
to see
18
some
years old,
rich fucking
Shashank
hate
is
him.
one of the youngest porters in his trekking party.
Look at this dude. Strong as hell,
Today,
goddamn.
there are around 20 kilometers between him and his destination, a tea house in Dingboche.
म भोग्नु त सक्छु 40-45 किलो
45
ओभरै
kilos?
भोग्नु सक्छु अब मेरो भन्नु खासमा भन्नु भन्दा पकेट खर्चको लागि गर्नुपर्छ अनि यसो तल तनाव भइरहेको बेला चाहिँ यता अलिक माइन्ड सेटल हुन्छ
His legs are probably shredded. Dude,
They
like,
carry supplies over
that's all I want to see. I want to see how fucking jacked these dudes' legs look. I'm genuinely curious.
100 kilometers and up 5,300 meters of elevation to base camp. Under Nepalese law, trekking porters are supposed to carry no more than 30 kilos.
Because it's not like your normal
but this is
workout.
often ignored. And some
But you
commercial
know it's hard
porters,
work.
paid by the load, carry more than their own body weight. Further along the path to the tea house, a helicopter lands to conduct a rescue operation. A stark reminder of how dangerous this job is. But the dangerous conditions haven't deterred the traffic. Even at these high elevations,
just gotta keep going, man.
climbers, guides, and yaks
Those calves
flow
must be
through the
burning.
narrow
Yeah, no
trails.
joke. Like, you have to grow
After
up around these
7
mountains
hours of
to
hiking, Shashank finally
make the decision
arrives
that,
at
like,
a
yeah, this is what
porterhouse.
I'm gonna do for a living.
This is Dingboche, about 4,400 meters above sea level.
Jesus.
Typically, porters aren't required to pay for lodging, only the food they eat.
Yeah, like, with how many fucking rich people they gotta transport up and down this goddamn mountain, this shouldn't be a shack. This should be a goddamn chateau. You know? They should be living in luxury. My opinion.
मेरो साथी हुनुहुन्छ मेरो दाजु यता रक्सी खाँदा हुनुहुन्छ
Hell yeah,
Climbers
brother.
and guides stay
Get your
separate from
drink on.
porters at more spacious lodges. These lodges offer more amenities, but are often too expensive for porters. Shashank makes about $11 to $12 a day. He says he spends half
They're like
and
slaves,
saves the
kinda?
rest.
Well, yeah, that's the thing about,
Shashank
like,
hopes to one day
you know.
become a trekking guide and eventually a mountain guide. But for now,
the way
he's
that
enjoying
people
a
in countries
comfortable
like
place
this
to
just get
sleep
treated.
and a hot meal.
ट्राई गर्छु है त
I mean, but they're having a good time, at the very least. Still, though.
पोर्टरलाई चाहिँ
They should be having a good time and lots of money.
होटलमा रेस्टुरेन्टमै राख्ने चलन चल्दै आएको त्यसैले म चाहिँ यही बस्ने ठिकै छ रमाइलो छ साथीहरूसँग भेट्न पाउँछौँ यस्तै भयो पनि
Travelers rest at Dingboche for 2 days to acclimate to the high elevation. But Shashank can't relax for long. After a day of rest, it's time to pack up and get back on the trail.
God damn.
It's a snowy April day in
It just looks
Ferrochet.
snowy and
This
arid
is a
and
popular
dry.
stop for climbers descending from base camp. But this storm
And there's,
could last days, and the visibility
This
is
probably
low.
sounds really dumb. There's not I
foreboding
haven't seen
sign
a
for
single
anyone
plant.
on their way down the mountain. But inside, Shiva Badur
There's just
Basnet
dirt
already
and
has a fire
rocks.
going.
Am I crazy
He
here?
burns dried yak dung instead of wood because it's cheaper and widely available. During the busy season, 20 to 50 people cram in here each night.
अनि यता डमिटी अब सुत्ने ठाउँ यता छ अब सिरकहरू छन् अब छ्याङहरू पकाएको छ यी यसै गरी अब यतैबाट अब टोयलेट पनि यतै अब यहाँ निकालेको छ यहाँ टोयलेट यहाँ छ यी हो
I mean, it's true. Yeah.
अनि भित्र जम्मा गर्ने एउटा ड्रम राखेको छ अब पानी तताउने घाम लाग्यो भने पानी तताउने अब यो सोलर यहाँ छ
Shiva has run this tea house for
Wow.
7 years. It's a frequent stop for porters returning from Everest Base Camp.
यसो सोलरहरू अब यहाँ बत्तीको सुविधा छैन
Don't have
प्यानल
access to
किनेर अब
electricity.
ब्याट्री किनेर अब यसो डिसोमहरू अब खोलेको छ टिभीहरू खोलेको छ अब चार्ज गर्न उनीहरूलाई मोबाइल चार्ज गर्नदेखि सबै सुविधा फ्री दिएको छ यता 5-10 जना सुत्छन् त्यता 5-10 जना सुत्छन् माथिल्लोमा यता अब 8-10 जना सुत्छन् दिउँसो अलिकति बोर लाग्यो अब घाम ताप्ने ठाउँ यहाँ छ
Sunbathing if you're bored in the
यस्तै गर्दै
afternoon.
मैले अब पोटरहरूलाई भित्र आएपछि यस्तो ठाउँ रहेछ अब हामी बस्दा हुन्छ सुविधा रहेछ भनेर अब
Hell yeah.
पोटरहरू बस्छन्
It does have like a weird
Further up the
coziness
mountain,
about it. Like
there
I
are
could
limited
totally get down with
accommodations
that.
for porters. If they don't have a place to stay, many hike down to Ferrochet after delivering
Also
the
carrying a
climbers'
backpack that is
luggage.
30 kilograms would
Porters
absolutely
wake
kill
up
my
early
back and
hike
shoulders.
about 2.5
Don't
kilometers back up to meet trekking guides before the expedition sets off. So at times,
And they have like the
Shiva
strap
must
that
have
goes around their
breakfast
head
ready
too.
at 3 a.m. But tonight, the porters have a chance to rest. So Shiva is preparing a leisurely dinner for his guests.
What
When
a
flour
guy.
costs $60 a sack, the options are limited. But Shiva makes the most out of what he has.
Shiva guy rules.
On tonight's menu, noodles, stew, and dindo, a thick flour porridge that's a staple food in this part of Nepal.
Probably gotta have a really carb heavy food. Also, I forgot that I forgot that there are certain countries that just eat their food by like balling it up in their hand and then just dipping their whole fingers into the shit. I truly am a first worlder. It's just very strange to me.
किनभने एकदम माथि बसेपछि चामल मात्रै धेरै मिठो हुँदैन अनि यता झरेपछि चाहिँ ढिँडो खाने गाउँको जस्तो नै ढिँडो खाने अनि जाँड खाने अब माथि
Yeah, I know. I'm a white guy in Nebraska, of all places.
ब्ल्याक कफीहरू पनि एकदम
Of course, I
राम्रो छ
don't get it.
Tea houses like this
But I don't
look
know.
different than the more modern
I
accommodations
just tend to think of
available
my
to
hands
climbers,
as
some of whom are
dirty.
paying tens of thousands of dollars to summit Everest. Those lodges offer more space and better amenities, like separate rooms and showers. Depending on the
yo.
location, climbers often pay less than
Valentino
$10 per night, up to
Ferrero
about $60 if you include
X.
food and electricity.
Valentino Ferrero X. Let me pause this real quick. Hey. Thank you very much for following the stream. I appreciate you. I hope that you're having a happy Valentine's Day. Or like whatever. Or you know. I hope it's shitty. Listen,
टिसप चाहिँ यो
we're hanging out.
ट्रेकिङ टु
We're hanging out. We're watching YouTube videos together. This one's about Mount Everest.
टुरिज्ममा अब यो लजतिर अब कुलीलाई बास दिँदैन हैन
I'm kidding.
बास
I hope
नदिएको कारणले पनि
I
अब
don't
उनीहरू
hope that you're shitty. I
खैरेर
hope that
मात्रै
you're doing
राख्छ,
well.
अब गाइड मात्रै राख्छन् पोटरलाई ठाउँ हुँदैन त्यो कारणले पनि यस्ता टिसप खोजेर अब पोटरहरू बास खोजेर आउँछन् त्यो कारणले पनि अब हामीले यसरी खोलेर बस्छौँ हामीलाई पनि एक दुई पैसा हुन्छ
Still though,
पोटरहरूलाई
these
पनि
people are
सुविधा हुन्छ
paying
भनेर
tens of
हामीले
thousands of
खोलेको।
dollars to trek up this mountain.
Lodges
Throw
prioritise
these
the foreign
fellas a freaking
climbers,
bone.
and while porters aren't explicitly banned, it's customary for them to stay elsewhere.
किराय लिइँदैन किराय हुँदैन त्यही खाकोमा हाम्रो टिसपमा चाहिँ खाको भरमा मात्रै हो केही सुतेको पैसा लिँदैन हामी
This guy Shiva's a
But running a
freaking
hotel
angel.
at this altitude is hard work. Every drop of fuel, every piece of gear, and every morsel of food he needs to keep the place running must be carried up one step at a time. Consequently, Shiva's operating costs are astronomical.
You telling me they can't get a goddamn truck up there? You're telling me they can't create a train that goes back and forth up and down the mountain? So all these rich fucks can be like, yeah, I went to the top of Everest. When really they just rode the damn train. And so Shiva can get regular supplies. Maybe that's why they don't have trucks like a road or a train. Just to keep these, like, rich fucks, you know, working for it. You know what I mean? Make them work for it. I'll allow that. Lazy rich fucks. That's what I'm saying. Make them fucking work for it.
अब ग्यासको भरमा अब मर्तेलको भरमा अब काम गर्नुपर्छ त्यसले गर्दाखेरि धेरै फाइदा
They got
हुँदैन
it too easy.
यसो 2-4 पैसा महँगो एकदम महँगो पर्छ एक बोरा मैदालाई 8000 पर्छ एक बोरा चिनी 10000 पर्छ
Sack of sugar costs
And Shiva has to pass these
$76?
prices on to his guests. The dindor Bajang is eating cost him 600 rupees, about double what it costs elsewhere in the country.
Jesus
But
Christ.
Shiva can't push prices too high. Despite the remote area, there is some competition. So Shiva
Really?
works hard to ensure this is a comfortable place to stay.
Like I said, he's a damn angel.
Additionally, local waste removal incentives provide Shiva
Crazy.
with the
Yeah.
opportunity to earn a little extra money.
यहाँ फोहोर सङ्कलन भएको सबै अब घरै
We
पछिको
deposit the
लगेर
collected
यहाँ
waste from
हामीले
different houses
कुनै अब
at a
ठाउँ
specific
बनाएको छ
place.
त्यो ठाउँमा लगेर अब सिसा छुट्टै क्यान
Keep the
छुट्टै
glasses, cans,
हैन
and tins separate.
टिनहरू छुट्टै सिल्टीहरू छुट्टै अब त्यहाँ
'Cause, I
राखेर
mean,
अब
like, I
सिसा
like
छुट्टै छ अनि
recycling
फोहोर
stuff,
जलाउने
man.
जति एउटा खाल्टोमा छ त्यो अनुसार पनि त्यस्तै म अब दुःख गरेर यहाँ बच्चाहरूलाई
Finances
त्यस्तै
for
गरिरहेको छु
children? My man's got
Even
children?
with the high cost of doing business, running a tea house still provides
Shiva
Shiva
laying pipe
with
at the
more than
top
he's
of the
able to
mountain?
earn in his village. He works here for
You imagine just like, you know how like runners will condition themselves, you know, like running through the mountains, you know, in order to like, you know, get stronger blood or whatever. I can't remember. I used to be a runner and smart. You imagine how strong this dude's heart is? He probably gets down to like, you know, normal sea level and just, I'm sorry, goes crazy. He's probably so
6
strong.
months
He's
to
like a
support his
superhuman.
family and to send his kids to school. During the off-season, he returns home to farm potatoes and maize.
मेरो उमेर चाहिँ अहिले
Okay.
55 वर्ष भयो है
55 years
वर्षमा पनि यो
old.
दुःख गरेर छोराछोरीको लागि अब यसो आफ्नै
You
लागि
know what's
भए
weird?
पनि हैन अब यसो गर्नु
He actually looks like, he looks young but old. You know, he's got one of those faces where like smooth skin, got a few wrinkles, you know, a few deep set wrinkles, but 55. I would have guessed a little younger than that.
पर्यो नि त गाउँघरमा 2-4 पैसा आम्दानी नभएको
Their
कारणले
mentality is
पनि
super good.
यता खुम्बुमा बा
No
अब
joke.
केही हुन्छ भनेर हामीले अब यसरी खोल्छौँ अब दिने अब यसो घर खर्च पुरै हुन्छ कि भनेर पाले कोही बेला घाटा लाग्छ कोही बेला अब 1-2 पैसा आउँछ छोराछोरीलाई खर्च हुन्छ
But beyond
This
the
man should be
financial
living like a
pressures,
damn king. This is
Shiva's
pissing me
livelihood
off.
provides an
He
essential
works so
service
hard.
to porters traveling on the mountains.
Same with the porters.
यस्तै हो हामीले जहाँतिर राम्रो छ त्यहाँतिर जाने हो हामी ग्राहकहरू पनि अब उनीहरूले जति राम्रो गर्यो हामी पनि त्यही नै गएर चाहिँ आरामले बस्ने खाने भन्ने कुरा त त्यही हो अब त्यस्तै हो हट हुँदैन यहाँतिर हट भन्ने ठाउँमा त हामी बस्दैन
Preach,
राम्रो
dude.
भएपछि हामी चाहिँ खानलाई यहीँ नै जान्छौँ कि बुढी जस्तो हामीलाई त रोटी एकदम अडिलो हुने
Ooh.
अब उनीहरूलाई पोटर भनेर अब भारी बोक्ने भनेर हामीले हेलाउँछ पनि गर्न मिल्दैन पोटरै भनेर भारी बोक्ने भनेर पनि मिल्दैन उनीहरू छन् हामी छौँ त्यो कारणले पनि उनीहरू अब सुख सुविधा खोजेर आउँछन्
For Shiva, the hard work is worth it for the warmth
Is it
and
weird to say that
community
whole
the tea
place is
house
like
provides.
weirdly, like really
The
aesthetic?
atmosphere of the shared dormitory
And also close
small
the damn
dining room
door.
is more like a home than a hotel.
Leaving the door
Despite the
open.
limited amenities, Shashant says he enjoys the camaraderie tea houses provide.
घर परिवारको त याद आइहाल्छ नि त
That dude's airing out his toes. This is probably cold as hell
अब
in
यो
there.
ट्रेक सकिने लगतै म चाहिँ म घर फर्किन्छु
That's crazy, dude.
After reaching base camp and more than a week of hiking, Shashant heads back down the trail towards the narrow airstrip at Lukla. From here, the climbers fly back to Kathmandu, ending their journey. But for many porters, the season is still going.
They fly?
They turn around, tie up their bags, and start the trek again.
I have a good one. Look for Hoya Bachui Forest in Romania. Is that a video? Is that a video you want me to watch? You can just link the video in chat. If you have a video you want me to watch, just send it my way. Unless you're literally just telling me to look up a forest. In which case, well, why? What's so special about that damn forest? But yeah, I'll take video recommendations. I'm about that. All right, I'm waiting. I'm waiting patiently for you to acquiesce me, the video. I'm so excited. Do I need to like whisper into the microphone? This is doing it for you. I don't think that the whispering really sounds right, so I prefer to just like talk quietly. Please. If you do not acquiesce me the video, I will watch a different one. Okay. Too late. Less than 1% of Japanese sake is made this traditional way. Let's watch it. Japanese sake, dude. Japan, pog. I'm back. I thought you were grabbing me the video. Oh, there you are. Okay. Son of a bitch. Man, why is the first thing I see is this video deals with controversial subjects? The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation? Okay. Hoya Buchui Bachi, the world's most haunted forest documentary. Okay. I'll give it a shot. Viewer discretion is advised.
The Hoyabachu forest is a fascinating place. Once you cross its boundaries, you find yourself immersed in a world of magic that truly captivates your mind.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Hoya Bachui. So I kind of said it right.
Although the forest lays a few kilometers away from the city of Cluj-Napoca, the heart of Transylvania, it still holds a wild, untamed spirit, which reminds us of the importance that nature holds in our lives. Locals nearby are familiar with the strange energies contained inside. The phenomena manifested there, beyond their power of understanding, prompted them not to ask reckless questions. Because of fear, the forest remained for a long period of time shrouded in mystery.
What makes it haunted?
At the north of Valea Lunga, the Long Valley, in a place called Gura Baciului, the Shepherd's Mouth, is the oldest Neolithic settlement in Romania. The area was investigated by archaeologists using systematic excavations, uncovering various tombs and houses between 1960 and 1994.
That's kind of cool.
The place itself is a mythical source of lore and legends. One of these legends mentions a shepherd that disappeared with his flock of sheep, getting lost in the dark depths. It is said that over the years, more than 1,000 people have vanished. One such case involved the disappearance of a 5-year-old girl who got lost wandering into the woods.
It's like a stock image.
After a few
of a
rescue
5-year-old
attempts,
girl.
there were no traces of her. She returned 5 years later, emerging from the wilderness, wearing the exact same clothes, preserved in perfect condition. She had absolutely no memory of where she had been or what happened to her. 5 other people who vanished in similar conditions also turned up later, only in these cases they were found dead. It was determined that all of these recovered bodies had died of suicide. The first sign of unusual activity is made up by the trees.
He's sort of like rapid firing right now, but like the first story about the little girl, that's really unbelievable. And he was like, everyone else also disappeared in the forest, but then also they died. They committed suicide. It's like, that's not really the same as the little girl who went missing and then came back 5 years later as if no time had passed. I feel like if that actually happened, it'd be like, psycho shit.
Bent towards the
I would
ground
lose
in a
my
manner
damn mind.
difficult to understand, transforming the place in a visual wonder. Many trees bowed themselves instead of rising up, while others grew in a twisted or sideways manner, seized in a strange dance with the unknown. In many places, there are as many as 7 or 8 trunks growing from the same roots.
There are just some
Researchers
trees that grow like
determined
that.
These deformations and displacements happen suddenly, in very short periods of time, with no logical explanation.
Have you ever been in an old growth forest? Shit grows weird. That's just how it is. It's because it's a forest.
In the northwestern
Trees don't
part,
just
you
grow
can find
straight
the most
up.
well-known area, the so-called Poiana Rotunda, the round meadow. An almost perfectly circular opening where vegetation barely grows. It originates from more than 200 years ago. Now, the soil has been analyzed multiple times, and there were no reasons why this could be happening. The modern history of UwU began in 1953, when biologist Alexandru Sift discovered a strange phenomenon there. Mesmerized by the urban legends, he began making many trips to the enigmatic forest. Shortly, the man discovered that he was being followed by unearthly shadows, which he tried to capture on film. After developing the photos, he made an intriguing discovery. Along with those shadows, strange objects and silhouettes appeared out of nowhere, even though he was convinced that he had never seen them before. The amazing results attracted other scientists, which started to suspect that the mystery was somehow connected to light and magnetism phenomena. But international fame was to come a little later. On August the 18th, 1968,
There's less gravity here.
45-year-old military technician Emil Barnea was spending his Sunday here, along with his girlfriend and 2 other friends. Around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, while he was gathering branches for the fire, he heard his friend calling for him to return fast, to see something in the sky. Once he arrived in the round meadow, he saw a large round silver object, moving slowly, without making a single sound. Being amazed, he reached for the camera and took a few shots. The UFO started to flash very brightly and to twist in the air. Eventually, it accelerated.
That UFO is an example of one that looks like somebody just threw a tin up in the air and then snapped a picture of it. It looks like a plate. Somebody just threw one up. It's like doing a shot put. Only it's like, throw it up. Picture. That's all it looks like. And I hate UFO photos that are like that. That's just my personal opinion. Is that it does not lend itself to any form of credibility, like at all.
To flash very brightly and to twist in the air. Eventually, it accelerated in a slightly angled direction and vanished. After they passed the communist censorship of the time, the pictures were taken by the National Press Agency and sent abroad, where they gained ground in the paranormal literature. The photos were studied by experts in research institutes from Europe and the United States, all cataloging them as authentic. The high interest was due to their amazing quality but also because of the precious details captured, which ensured their authenticity. In 1994, Călin Turcu,
See, it's
one of
just
the
hard to
most
say.
important ufologists in Romania, published an interesting letter soon after Emil Barnea's death, written by a close friend of him, who heard that the military technician was being visited by strange individuals who took him to the Central Committee of the Communist Party. The man was questioned by the Securitate officers and forced to hand in all the films and the original photos that he had, with a promise of them being returned, a thing that never happened. In all this time, Alexandru Sift continued his attempt to solve the mystery and gathered an impressive collection of over 25,000 films, capturing the presence of structures invisible to the naked eye. In 1974, Sift met Professor Adrian Potruț, who was part of a team interested in paranormal activity. After the biologist passed away in 1993, most of his collection vanished without a trace, in very suspicious circumstances. According to Adrian Potruț, some strangers broke into the old house and stole the documents, destroying them shortly after. Even so, enough evidence was left to raise some serious question marks. The professor continues to claim
See, some
to
of these
this
look
day
more
that
interesting
the strange phenomena have
than
a
just like a
scientific
thrown
basis,
plate.
which has yet to be understood. The most typical sightings happen in the skies. An important number of witnesses filmed or photographed UFOs in different shapes and sizes, from fire spheres to pyramids.
Cool.
The forest is also famous for the UFOs invisible to the normal spectrum, which appear in flight after developing the images.
That right there. Hold on. What was that last one? This shit is something flying very close to the camera. This is just like a speck of dust or something catching light. This is not a UFO. This is not some mystery ghost or UFO flying at like lower tree level, just invisible to the naked eye.
Visible to the
It's
normal
not-
spectrum, which appear in flight after developing the images. Another classification belongs to bioforms, beings that look a lot like humans and animals. Visible or not to the naked eye, they usually take the shape of an actual living or deceased person who had a major impact on the witness. On a well-known image we can see the grotesque caption of a face in thin air. On another, the head of a man spawned at the edge of the woods, painting a gruesome landscape.
What the fuck?
Adrian
It's
Potruț
like
said
AI
that he
upscaled.
witnessed a lot of unusual things. One of them took place in January 1975, when he found some mysterious ruins.
Not the actual ruins.
He
Oh,
was
okay.
with a large group of friends, and together they made hundreds of pictures. After 2 weeks, still troubled by the positive sensation he felt there, Potruț returned to search the place, but the ruins were nowhere to be found. After a few years, their outlines simply vanished from the pictures. Another time, in winter, alongside other travelers, he saw various footprints in the snow that suddenly stopped, as if their makers were vacuumed into nothingness. Hoiabaciu is also surrounded by unearthly noises. Witnesses often report loud ambulance sounds that echo through the woods, clock ticks, sounds made by exploding tires, and all kinds of quick and strange screams or
Those
giggles.
damn kids in the woods.
And since we're talking about electronic equipment, very often the batteries discharge all of a sudden, as if the forest is feeding with their energy. The unusual creatures took their part in the local folklore. The team led by Adrian Potruț encountered animals that had nothing to do with Cluj-Napoca whatsoever. In one such trip, they met a bustard. This particular bird is on the edge of extinction and never lived here. The researchers tried to catch it but failed, and after a short period of time the bird simply disappeared behind the bushes.
Oh yeah, okay.
The same
That makes
thing
the story
happened
very
with a large
believable.
cat resembling a leopard. Those who accidentally cross the so-called active areas, considered by some as being doors to other worlds, end up with burn marks, scratches, excessive thirst, anxiety, and even blackouts.
So much of this is
On
just
a
like
paranormal visit, an investigator was believed to be thrown to the ground and harmed by an unseen entity. Andrei Dorobanțu, professor and physicist, spoke repeatedly about the trip of some paranormal lovers who
so much of it is just like bog standard, like scary story of like shit going down in the woods, dude. The forest, it's so unknowable and scary. There was a big cat there that looked like a leopard, looked like a cheetah.
photographed themselves in Hoia Baciu, only to notice when developing that their faces were severely deformed and each of them seemed to have multiple heads.
They took photos, and not the actual
physicist
photo.
also talked about the nightmare lived by a television crew who went through the forest without
Not the actual photo. Then why use any photo? Then why even bring it up?
knowing where
You're
they
telling
are.
you're telling a story, but you ain't got anything. And the ones that do have the actual photo, it's like, okay, this shit was taken on like what, the first camera.
At some point, the driver suddenly hit the brakes, being convinced that he killed an old lady who appeared again out of nowhere. These small details seem to be mentioned in a lot of stories. The passengers went out in search for the body, but didn't find anything, although they looked on a range of 1 kilometer. Some people ventured into the forest for a short time, only to exit and find search parties looking for them. Another somewhat similar story circulated on the internet in 2009, after it was shared by a group of people who spent 3
On
nights
Romanian
in a row
websites,
isolated
just
in
so
the
you're
woods.
not looking
The
for
first
it.
day, when they were off to get water from a creek in Cheile Baciului, the travelers met with an old man who was walking slowly, limping amongst the trees. He stared at them in a very creepy manner with his deep blue eyes. The travelers said hi, thinking he was coming from a nearby sheepfold. The old man stopped and silently asked how to get to Cluj. He had nothing, not a single bag or backpack. They told him to follow the path made by tires, from which he had no way to get lost. By following this road, he would have had to pass through the round meadow where the rest of the group were staying. The old man thanked them and carried on, limping. When they came back to the camp, they found out that their friends didn't saw anybody passing by. They looked for him, but it was no good. The old man never made it to the clearing. Obviously, the story can have a very simple explanation. It may be pure fiction, but I think it's a great example of how unexplained happenings can manifest in the most unexpected moments. You can see why the BBC labeled this place as the world's most haunted forest. There is a common idea that Hoia Baciu is an interdimensional gateway through which other entities can enter the physical
there
world.
is.
The
It's like, yeah, the trees look a little scary, man, but not that
the forest
bad.
is a portal between the astral dimension and the earthly one, a place where the souls of the dead remain stuck for 40 days. With so little actual evidence, skeptics say these are just stories made for entertainment. The investigators came to the following conclusion. The manifestations in the forest are discrete but continuous in time, uncontested by most. Whatever the answer may be, the Hoia Baciu forest remains a living legend. The intensity with which attracts those who want to solve the mysteries of the universe grows every year. As you have previously seen, the events studied here shatter the thin line
Sorry for
between
that.
reality
It's all
and
right.
fiction. It is visited by tourists from all over the world, ranging from people coming out of a morbid curiosity or in the hope of seeing something eerie, to those whose beliefs could be considered controversial, like Satan worshippers. It's also very popular among Wiccans, who see it as a place of great power that can expand.
Okay. The Wiccans see it as a place of great power where they can expand their minds. Top comments. Romania is filled with amazing things like this. It is truly one of the most beautiful countries in the world. Aw. That was nice of someone to say. Yo, let's learn about Japanese sake, though. See, I ain't trying to be in a spooky mood. I'm trying to be in like a, you know, those vibes, bro. But yeah, no, hey, thank you for recommending a video. I appreciate that. But here we go. Japanese sake.
Massaging fungus into rice is one of the most crucial steps in making sake.
I don't like the noise that it makes.
After weeks of being soaked, steamed, and
Ooh.
fermented,
Oh,
the mix will turn into junmai, a pure kind of sake that has no added alcohol or sugar. But fewer
Why are you making
than
that
10
face, bro?
brewers make
That shit
it with a
probably rules.
600-year-old natural fermentation method.
yeah, it's because whenever I'm in my motherland, in Romania, I talk about it a lot. Oh, nice. Well, yeah, then even more. Thank you for sharing. Have you visited the Hoya Bachui? Have you visited it?
Maikotsuji is one of them.
やればやるほどもの
The
が
more you brew,
答えてくれ
the
ると
better
い
your
うか
products become.
But mass-produced sake
Oof,
made
fuck
with
no,
cheap additives
dude.
is threatening her business. So what makes
Don't be a weenie. I don't mess with that. Dude, get in there. Okay, this is about to get weird.
this kind of junmai so special? And why is it so rare?
And why
Northern
is it so
Okayama's
rare?
high-quality rice and groundwater have made it a hub for sake brewing. Gozenshu Brewery has been operating here since 1804. Maiko is the 7th generation of sake brewers in her family.
子
They should have
供
me
の
narrate
時
this.
は
Maiko is the
自分の
seventh
家がお酒を
generation of
作って
sake
いるって
brewers
い
in her
う
family.
なんかプレッシャーみたいなのがあったんですけど
The brewery goes through 140 tons of omachi rice every year.
Yeesh.
Most sake rice varieties are created by crossbreeding other strains. This isn't the case with naturally occurring omachi. It gives the sake an earthy and herbal flavor.
マチ米っていう地元のお米はすごくこう膨らみがあってうまみの出るお米なんですけど
The rice arrives at the brewery already milled and polished. Michael and her team start by washing
get
it
it
thoroughly
mushy.
to get rid of any excess powder. The rice then sits in vats of cold water to soak, and every second is crucial.
This is how
If
they
it
did it
absorbs too much moisture, the rice
thousands
will be
of years
sticky
ago, too.
and not good for mold growth. The more polished the rice is, the quicker the water will soak in. Workers spend up to
Bro, don't
half
touch
an
it,
hour
you're gonna fuck
watching
it up.
for a subtle color change. They know it's ready when the outside of the grain turns white. By the next day, the rice is ready for another critical step: steaming. Workers transfer it into barrels called goshiki.
Yo, that thing's
In
huge.
the past,
Oh,
they were made of
crack that
cedar wood,
open.
but those were replaced with
Where'd it go?
aluminium ones in the mid-20th century. Michael uses this wooden tool to spread the rice evenly. The cloth traps the heat and allows steam to escape. The rice steams for 50 minutes.
That's kind of cool.
Then it's time to add one of the most important ingredients,
Matcha?
koji mold.
Oh, mold?
It's a type of fungus used in many fermented foods like soy sauce, miso, and vinegar. As the koji grows, it converts the rice starch into sugar. But for that to happen, the rice needs to be kept at a steady temperature. If it gets too hot, the fungus will die. This conveyor belt blows air to cool down the rice as Maiko sprinkles on the koji.
Goji.
Once the mold is added, it's a race to get the rice
I know
from
that
the
it's-
chilly brewery floor to the humid
That it's shit like
33
covered in
degrees
mold.
Celsius mold room
But I
upstairs.
would probably take a bite of that. It's all mushy.
Workers spend an hour and a half massaging the koji into the rice, making sure the mold reaches each and every grain.
この仕事の
I'd take a
大
handful
変
and
な
just eat
と
it.
ころはやっぱり
But
体
I'm
を使う
different.
仕事なので
Michael never expected to make sake brewing a career. It's always been a male-dominated industry. In 2020, out of the
Let's go,
1,200
Maiko.
sake
You go,
breweries in
girl.
Japan, only 20 were run by women.
うちの母親はやっぱり女性だし大変な仕事っていうのを知ってたので
It wasn't until Michael started drinking sake herself that she realized this was the job for her.
This shit
この写
rules.
真は、15年前ぐらいに、私が杜氏になったばっかりの時の写真です。みんな本当に若かったので経験もない中で本当に一生懸命もう無我夢中でお酒作りをやってたなんかそういう思い出があります。
Michael and her team wrap the rice in cloth to keep it warm and humid. After 2 days, they pour it through a grinder to smooth out any
Hello?
clumps.
I'm awake.
The next
I was
step
getting mesmerized by the
Wodaimoto sets Michael's
rice and
brewery
mold,
apart
bro.
from the competition. While most sake brewers today add sake yeast during fermentation, Wodaimoto relies on naturally occurring yeast.
Is this shit not mesmerizing?
It's a method that largely went
Am I
extinct
crazy?
in the early 1900s, but Gozenshu Brewery has worked hard to bring it back. And it's what Michael says makes the sake here taste savory.
それをすることによ
I
って
got you. It's been a while
独
since I
特
scared
の
you.
こう
You
風
didn't
味であったり
scare
と
me.
か奥深い味わい
You
とか
surprised
そうい
me.
ったものが
Okay.
出せます。あれはもう夢のような味です。
It starts with special rice water,
I wasn't
rich with
scared.
lactic acid.
Okay. I'm brave.
This chemical kills off harmful fungus.
Dude, you know how many people there's a greater than zero chance that somebody was just chilling out, just watching the stream, you know, just vibing, and you just fucking woke them up. You just zapped them.
And creates the perfect environment for yeast to grow.
How do you feel about that?
Then workers add steamed rice and some of the koji rice to make the yeast starter called shubo.
Okay, now that I don't
Then
know if I'd want to eat.
It's time for fermentation.
Also, I'm getting a little bit sleepy, just so you know. How's your
Over
hangover
3
treating you?
weeks, Michael adds
There comes a certain point after the hangover is sort of like worn off that you're like, all right, time to catch up on all the sleep that I should have gotten last night.
more water, koji rice,
Are you getting to that
and
point?
steamed rice to the mix. The yeast from the shubo will convert the sugars into alcohol. Maintaining a consistent temperature is critical at this stage. A sake can ferment only between 0 and 12 degrees Celsius. So, Michael and her team check the temperature twice a day. She
Oh,
knows
no.
the mash is ready when it begins to smell fruity.
Ooh. Look at that mash,
The mash
bro.
is then pressed and filtered through this machine.
フィルターのようなものにそのもろみを通して透明になった液体お酒とあと酒粕に分けていきます。
But before the sake can hit the shelves, Michael takes samples to her lab for analysis. Here she tests for acidity and alcohol levels right after fermentation.
その
It's
作っ
better,
たお
but I
酒
still feel
を
foggy.
お客さんが飲んでくれ
I
て
mean,
美味しいと
yeah.
言ってくれた時にこの仕事やって
You're
よ
due
か
a
った
day
な
of
と思いま
fogginess.
す。
The art of turning rice into alcohol dates back 7,000 years to ancient China. It came to Japan in the 3rd century BC. At first, Japan's imperial court made and regulated sake. Only officials and religious leaders could drink it. But the fall of the imperial court in the 12th century made the drink more accessible. By the 17th century, there were more than 27,000 brewers across Japan. The sake industry's peak came in the 1970s when machines and factories allowed for mass production of the drink.
It peaked in
But
the
demand
70s?
for sake has dropped as Japan's aging population drinks less and younger people opt for other beverages like beer and wine. From 1973
yeah.
to 2022, yearly domestic sake sales fell by 76%.
日本酒業界自体が今落ち込んでるので、
Michael and her team produce 20 different sakes here. She says it's been difficult competing with cheaper breweries for a piece of the market. Traditionally, sake is made with only water, rice, koji, and yeast. But rice shortages during World War II caused many breweries to add alcohol to increase their yield and sugar to enhance the flavour.
Oh.
Today, Michael says
You can't
cheap
do that.
sake has taken over the market.
安いお酒を作ったりしたんですけど、
Fake
やっぱりそれ
sake, man.
は本物のお酒ではないんですけど、
But it's not real
While the
sake.
average bottle of sake ranges from $7 to $34, Gozenshu's premium sake can cost up to $200. Michael says most people
$200 a bottle? You wonder why you're going broke, man. Normal people can't pay $200 for a good sake bottle unless it's like a special occasion.
can't taste the difference between the high-quality drink and ones with additives. Meanwhile, artisanal brewers like her have found it hard to keep up.
値段の競争をしてもうちには勝ち目がないので、
We can't compete
Michael
with them at
decided
price level.
the
Yeah.
best way to survive was to keep her focus on quality and tradition.
きちんと本物のお酒を作ればそれを分かってくれる人が買ってくださるので、
Slowly, she's seen more and more customers looking for her sake, and today, 10% of her sales come from buyers abroad. And she's not the only brewer experiencing this. While demand for sake has been dropping in Japan,
You have to
it's
export.
growing in other markets like the US,
That's just
Europe,
how
and other
business
Asian
works.
countries. In 2022, Japan's sake export sales surpassed $300 million, reaching a record high for the 13th year in a row.
例えば海外の方に飲んでいただいたりとか、あとは
See, like,
若い方
because
の
I'm
中
in
でも
America,
日本酒に興味
see, like, I would pay good money for authentic Japanese sake. Like I would pay good money for this. But, like, if I was Japanese, it'd just be another sake.
を持っている人がいる
Like, how would I
ので、
pick?
そういう方が本当に業界としては、希望の光というか。
Local bar owner Koji Soda says Michael's sake has also become a favorite among his customers.
複雑な香りと
It
旨
looks
味
good.
でキレもあってでまた僕自身の、一番好きなお酒
Goji soda.
やはりその他の日本酒よりも
Compared to other sake, it goes really well with Japanese food.
どんどんこうさっぱりとしてく
It
る
is really,
お料
it
理と
really
相
is
性
refreshing
が
and smooth.
いい
It
か
really
ら
complements food.
お料理の味も引き立ててくれて日本酒感も
It's
ちゃん
got
とある
that Japanese
ちょうどいい
sake
お酒だ
feeling.
と思います
It is just right.
水のように飲めるんで
It is like
それぐ
drinking
らい
water.
美味
That
しい
is
か
how
な
good it is. Yeah, that look on his face really gives that. He looks like he's drinking water.
Koji hopes more people will appreciate the importance of sake to Japan's culture.
ロンドンで世界の人たちに感じてもらいたいなと思っていますうちのお店ではお店が続く限り日本酒は取り扱い続けると思います
Michael's sake has also received recognition across the country. In 2022, the brewery's bestseller, Nimasaka, won first place at a sake fair in Japan.
ちょっと 泣きそうになりました。
I was so happy I
嬉し
could
かった
cry.
です。
While she does not know what the future holds, she is determined to keep the legacy of traditional sake alive.
Respect.
日本酒の業界が廃れてしまう
Means
と、
you gotta
日
export the
本の農
product,
業も
man.
廃れてしまうし、日本の食文化も廃れてしまうので、
I mean, that seemed pretty good to me. I could get down with that. I could get down with Japanese sake. You see, jobs like that, where it's just like old artisanal shit, like just making sake, they have so many videos of just like people making stuff the old way, charging out the ass for it, and making decent money. You know, not like living large, but they're making a living. You know, and shit like that, I feel like this doesn't happen here in the capitalist paradise of the United States. At least not the way that they put it like that. You know what I mean? It's weird. Also, I fucked up my collar. I'm super pissed about it. I'm so mad. Holy shit. They have a 3-hour-long video of 20 Japanese businesses making the most expensive products in the world. Oh my god. Bulldogs. My arm is on your shoulder, brother. Good to have you there, Bulldogs. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. It's good to have you. Why the ugliest noodles in the world are an Indonesian delicacy. Alright. Oh, this looks bad. The ugliest noodles in the world. What the
This dough will
fuck?
soon be transformed into the ugliest noodle in the world. Or at least that's what locals here in the village of Bantul in Indonesia call them. Mie letek means ugly or dull noodles, mostly because of their gray color when cooked.
What the fuck?
This is one of the only 2 factories in the world that still make them using methods that can be traced back more than 2,000 years. And there's
Yo, they
nothing
are
simple
into
about
it.
how they're made. It takes days of grinding, stomping, cooking, and drying.
That man's
And if
putting
the
his dirty
factory
feet all
doesn't
over
sell
it.
them all in 10 days, it could lose a whole batch. So what makes these noodles so special? We visited the Mie letek Zat Surpana factory to see how this family business is still standing.
The what?
The cassava root that gives the noodles their color and taste is also toxic when eaten raw. So the flour needs to be soaked for 2 days.
Kalau sudah mengendap, sedot lagi biar air yang warnanya coklat hilang.
Soak it until the brown
The
water
flour is
disappears.
then ground beneath a large stone for about an hour. It's so heavy, it needs to be pulled by an ox.
That poor ox,
Every few
man.
minutes,
He's working
workers
hard.
scrape it clean of any sticky flour, while Sally Joe continues to shovel the flour into the path of the
So
stone.
these MFs can get their ugly noodles.
He also adds water to the mix to get the right consistency.
Needs to be more
Kurang
dense.
air.
There isn't enough water now.
At 70 years old, he is a master, well accustomed to the physical
I'll just,
demands of
like,
the job.
I'll speak for him, but I'll be like really passionate.
He presses down with his feet to firm up the dough. He can feel when it's ready. It should be strong and not fall apart.
Using your feet helps the dough stick together. There's no other way to do it. You have to use your feet.
When it hardens, he cuts the dough into 8-inch cubes with a special knife
He didn't
called a
say all
sabit. He then places them on a 2 by 3 foot bamboo tray. As with most tools, workers make them by hand, The trays are heavy, and with a little help, Salijo puts them in a steam oven. After 90 minutes, they start to look for signs the dough is ready.
It's moist to the bottom, and that's how it shows that it's cooked.
While it's in the oven, the dough rises, but it's still not ready for shaping into noodles. It needs to go back to be ground one more time. The factory has 3 oxen. They are old, so while one works, the other 2 rest. Mukito oversees the whole process, making sure the dough doesn't fall apart.
This is good. This is pressed. When it's made into noodles, it will not break.
He's been working here for 20 years.
There's no other work near my home, only this factory.
The factory opened here in the small town of Bantul in the 1970s, providing jobs to a community otherwise dominated by farming. Salijo has been at the factory for 10 years. He collects the ground dough into bags, each weighing 40 pounds. Finally, it's time to shape the noodles. This is the only step that isn't done by hand. Each lump of dough is enough to make 100 noodles, with each string around 2 feet long. This machine was brought in 20 years ago, but it often breaks, bringing production to a halt.
Bro, get a new one. Problem is that part, it was leaking.
Workers spread the noodles on bamboo trays and make sure they aren't tangled.
The noodles must be right to ensure they are cooked evenly. Sorry, I missed it. I missed what he said.
The noodles cook in the oven again for about 1 hour. The doors don't seal properly, so workers use rags to plug any gaps and stop the steam from escaping.
What is
then
this
they're
process?
hung to cool for 2 hours. Each batch makes around 1 ton of noodles. In the morning, workers separate them by hand into portion sizes.
This is to tidy the noodles. They are separated so they can be dried.
Workers lay the noodles on large bamboo trays. The factory has 100 of them, and each one can be filled with up to 45 portions. The drying process takes about a day, but if it rains or it's too humid, there's a risk the whole batch could be ruined. So someone always has to be on watch.
If they don't dry in one day, then the noodles will be destroyed. Surely there's a better way to go about doing this process.
That's because the noodles have no preservatives, so if they don't dry fast enough, they could go bad.
Oh, Jesus. It is important that we keep the quality high. It's not about quantity, but about keeping the quality.
Juri Murianto inherited this factory from his uncle 23 years ago.
His children couldn't continue. I continued it from nothing.
Chinese settlers and traders likely brought noodles to Indonesia back in 2000 BC, and with them came many of their methods. Locals here say the first noodle factory in Bantul was opened in the 1940s by a Muslim preacher from Yemen.
I'll admit that.
They started making them with cassava because his wife, a Chinese migrant, noticed it was abundant in the region. But the rapid rise of mass-produced instant noodles in the 1970s pushed traditional manufacturers out of the market. Today, Indonesia is one of the largest producers and consumers of instant noodles.
I love my instant
Judy's
noodles.
factory is
I'm
one
not
of just
ashamed to
two
say it.
left in the country that make mie letek the traditional way.
Mie
Once
letek.
the noodles are dry, workers pack them into 10-pound bags. Each one will sell for around $5. That's half the price of Indomie, Indonesia's most popular brand of instant noodles. Buyers like Dahlia come directly to the factory to select bundles of noodles to sell at the market. The broken strands are reused in the dough or fed to the oxen.
That's
good. Get those oxen their carbs.
The Bantul district has become well known for its noodles. They're even fit for a president. Barack Obama tried mie letek during a visit to the region in 2017.
Holy shit, Obama?
Ada di warung-warung itu kan
Is that
banyak-banyak
Obama?
turis-turis itu kan di warung-warung
They're
Bandung
in the
kan
markets,
banyak
and the
tuh di
tourists love to buy noodles at the
dekat-dekat
market.
itu lah. Terus
Chef Haryanto is one of the oldest mie letek vendors in the area. His father started the business before Haryanto was born. And he still follows the same recipes today, cooking the noodles in chicken broth with vegetables.
Yummy. No preservatives, no coloring. It's all original. The cooking process is harder.
Haryanto uses the same charcoal stove his father used. He says it gives a powerful aroma and better taste.
Different chefs have different flavors. Keep it simple. I keep it simple. My father taught me it should be like this a long time ago.
The noodles are chewy in texture and plain in taste. Almost all of Haryanto's customers are local. Despite costing half the price, mie letek can't compete with the big instant noodle manufacturers in Indonesia. And Judy isn't sure how long he'll be able to keep his business, one of just 2 remaining in the country, alive. His children...
Well, yeah, they really aren't, giving it a good sales pitch. They're like, yeah, plain flavor, gray noodles. They're ugly. They don't taste like anything.
Children have moved to larger cities and have little interest in taking on the business.
Now my feet are having problems. When I stand up, it's as if my legs are swaying. When I step on them, I feel like I've been hit by a wave in the sea. It's a risk for the people of Java. In my mind, we are competing, but we have the better quality.
Meanwhile, Mukiro is more upbeat about the future.
I love this work. If I'm strong, I'll continue to work here. There are still young people here, and young people still work here. Maybe they can continue the history here, because these noodles are not the same as other noodles. Inspirational. That was pretty good. Man. What a day. What an evening. Cooking stream went crazy. Let's see. Send the people out. I could send you all to... Oh, Jenna's gonna hate me for this. She might hate me for this. This is my friend Jenna. Her tag is genocide, but please just ignore that. She has to explain it every time that she created that name backwards. back when like she was a kid, edgy, thought it was cool. She's playing Pal World. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful evening. Go say hi to my friend Jenna. Watch her play Pal World. I'm sure she's having a great time. Or maybe she's not. Sleep good. Be well. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Thirsty Thursday. Okay. Not for real though. Wait, hold on. I gotta pull up her damn stream before I do this. So that way I'm not like, whoa, ads.